need a spatula bit.
Yeah, I could use a spatula, or I could try to just do it like this and not use another dish.
Listen, you trying to take care of your family. I'm trying to make YouTube videos.
Exactly.
So you do you.
I'm trying to make sure. Let's see.
It's like hashtag Tim, get out the kitchen. Even though I'm recording.
Be telling you.
Oh, yeah. Get out of the way, Tim. Shut up, Tim. Let Megan finish her story, Tim. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I.A.G Farms, it's all about God. I am going to make a very simple banana bread. I love this recipe because it is so good, but it has minimal ingredients, probably ingredients you already have in your pantry. And there's something special about it. You can make a little crumble at the end, and that just gives it that special like pop, like flavor. Makes it kind of different, and my kids absolutely love it. They feel like they're eating cake, which they kind of are, but it's technically banana bread, and I'm gonna make it for their snack, kind of like a brunch type thing. And I've already got all the ingredients out, so I'm gonna whip it together. So just come along to make this simple banana bread. The ingredients for this banana bread are very simple, and that is why I make it. You can even mix it all in one bowl. You will need a little extra bowl for the crumble, but it's just so simple. So minimal dishes. This banana bread is just consisting of 3 ripe bananas, which I learned you can just freeze the bananas. So if your bananas get ripe on the counter, toss them in a Ziploc bag. I take the peels off, but I've seen actually a person that taught me this leaves the peels on and just tosses them in the bag really quickly and then unpeels them. But I like to have them already peeled because these are still a little bit frozen, but that's okay. I can still just mix them in. So I like to have them peeled and ready to go. So I've got my 3 ripe bananas, and then 1/3 cup of butter. The original recipe calls for melted butter, but I just use softened butter. So if you leave your butter out on the counter and it's soft, that's fine. Or if you have butter that is spreadable, you can use it right out of the refrigerator. So I have my softened butter, and then 1/2 cup of white sugar, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1 large egg, and I actually have in our little basket a farm fresh egg to use, so I'll be using that. And then a teaspoon of vanilla extract and your flour. So the recipe calls for self-rising flour. I often just keep all-purpose flour and baking powder. So that's what I'm going to use today. My butter is already salted, so I don't need to add extra salt. But in the event you have plain butter that's not salted, you'll just need a little bit of salt for the baking powder and the flour to kind of make your own self-rising flour. Just, you know, a dash or whatever. Probably not even a whole teaspoon, but just a dash of salt will work for that. And that is it. It's that simple. And you just start with the bananas. We'll mash them together with the sugar and the butter, the vanilla extract, and then you do your flour and baking powder mix. And it's that simple. The hardest thing about this recipe is doing the crumble. So the crumble is just going to take cinnamon, sugar. I'm going to use brown sugar for the crumble. Cinnamon, brown sugar, and flour. And that's it for the ingredients. It's so simple to make. So I'm going to get to it now. actually still a little frozen, but that's perfectly fine. That's why I like to peel them and then toss them in the freezer in a Ziploc bag when they're done, because then they're just good to go. They don't even have to thaw out all the way. They just need to be mashable so that they mix in with everything else. Third cup of butter. Half a cup of white sugar. And half a cup of packed brown sugar. Teaspoon of vanilla extract. One large beaten egg. I'm just gonna go ahead and crack it and mix it up real quick in my measuring cup so I don't have to use the extra dish. A lot of times I just toss it in and just make sure it's whisked in well enough. But whatever I can do to save a dish, I do it. I absolutely love it when my chickens are behaving and we have farm fresh eggs. They add so many vitamins and nutrients to your food. They have, I think it was like 1,000% folic acid. It's just amazing how much more nutritious the farm fresh egg is. And I'm sure the fresher it is, the better it is for you. So my chickens were good to me, and I have farm fresh eggs to put in. You're probably supposed to, yeah, I know you're supposed to take the flour and the baking powder and mix it all together, but I just kind of dump the flour in, dump the baking powder on top, whisk that part together to make sure I just kind of mix it in. But I definitely am all about using one bowl, and I found that it works perfectly when you cook it, and that's not a problem at all. Sometimes I forget to even preheat the oven. That's not a problem at all. This is almost just like a foolproof recipe, and you just can't mess it up. You know, if you, I think I had a little bit more than 3 bananas. That's okay. You know, sometimes I've done it with 2 large bananas. So it's really difficult to mess this one up. It pretty much is gonna taste good no matter what, and that's why I love this recipe. It's a no fuss, just something you can throw together easily for your family. Have a nice treat. I'm gonna get this flour in. So I'm just gonna kind of dump that on top. It's 1.5 cups. I'm not even gonna be that exact. I'm just gonna take the 1 cup and do half of it. Actually, I have my half cup. Let's see how close I am. It's got a little egg in it, but I have my half cup here. So let's actually see how close I am to half a cup with this, my measurement. Look at that. That's pretty close, I'd say. So that's usually, you know, if I can get away with using less dishes, I try to do that. I generally use about a teaspoon or so of baking powder her cup of baking powder around that. So I'm gonna use, or maybe sometimes a little bit more. So I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And so then I'm just gonna take the fork that I used and kind of mix it into the flour. So that it's not just clumped up. And that's it, y'all. It's that simple and easy. And this is the most moist, delicious banana bread. It's not even bread-like. I think some people make banana bread and it's bread-like, and I like those recipes too. But it's almost like a banana cake. It really is a special treat. And my boys love it. Sometimes we eat it for breakfast, most times it's like a snack or brunch type thing. And the Lord really taught me how to cook from scratch and to find simple recipes that I could make from scratch and tweak them, because, you know, buying the little Debbie cakes and the honey buns is just not sustainable for every week for anybody's grocery budget. But we lived on a $300 a month grocery budget, and it's largely because I bought bulk flour and I made everything from scratch. Everything. Our breads, hot dog buns, hamburger buns, rolls, you know, cornbread. All our breads I made from scratch, and it saved us a lot. But I had to find convenient ways to do it. And this is just a really simple recipe that the Lord helped me to find, and I've just kind of tweaked it. He has us on this from scratch journey, and I can't wait till more and more of our ingredients are from our farm. You know, we have the egg that's from our farm. Hopefully one day we can have butter that's from our farm and little things like that. So it's mixed in. That was super easy. And as you can see, that banana now is completely unthawed, so you don't even have to worry about that. I just take it out, you know, that morning. If I'm gonna make banana bread, you know, mid-morning or whenever you're gonna make it, you take it out 10 minutes before you make it, and it's still fine. So I've got everything. I'm gonna go ahead, just checking my recipe list, because I can't tell you how many times I've forgotten the baking powder or something on my recipe sheet. So I was just gonna check it and make sure I didn't leave out an ingredient. So I got bananas, melted butter, white sugar, brown sugar, my egg, my vanilla extract, and all-purpose flour and baking powder. And that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and grease my baking dish, and then I'll make the crumble really quickly once I get everything in the dish. All this mix goes straight in the dish, and then the crumble just kind of gets spread on top.
I know that you're curious, I know that you're strong, but life can be furious and things can go wrong. You go, we're better off tomorrow, but who knows if we get joy or sorrow. Stay true to that fire in your heart and your soul. Don't drench your desire in what you can't control. We fly, try so hard to get there, and we might be lost but not forever. There's things in life you simply need to know, but sun and rain and trust in letting go. takes a bit of suffering, sleepless nights and wandering before you make it safely to
I'm gonna use this time that the banana bread is in the oven to clean up and wash my dishes, and I will pick you back up when we have beautiful, warm, fresh banana bread that we are eating.
You're not even close. Don't wish for indifference. You're not one of those. We fall, but we always rise up through it all. We get a little wiser. There's things in life you simply need to know, but sun and rain and trust and letting go. It takes a bit of suffering, sleepless nights and wandering before you make it safely to the end, the end, the end. And if you ever wonder, there is nothing wrong with a little thunder. There's things in life you simply need to know, about sun and rain and trust and letting go.
Banana bread turned out beautifully. Usually I have just a little bit more crumble. That's what's kind of caved in, and it'll be just kind of like ooey gooey at that little spot where the crumble is. But I'm gonna go ahead and just serve this up for the boys. We'll have it kind of as an afternoon snack, and maybe I'll give them a glass of milk or something. So yeah.
No coffee?
Coffee for you. No coffee for the boys. They're plenty amped up already.
Oh, no, I'm good. I'll get some coffee later.
But we'll go ahead and serve this up, and we'll tell you how it turns out. It looks different probably every time, but it always tastes good. This is really a foolproof recipe. And so, yeah, try it. I hope you enjoy it. I'm so glad that, you know, Jesus brought me on this journey to start cooking things from scratch and making my own foods. And this really is a simple, like, one pot, mix it all up, dump it in, banana bread recipe that I think you'll enjoy.
Guess you can't use none of your fancy spatulas over there. Got some wood ones and got some plastic. What you got in
I
there?
can't really use wood. I can use, got a black stainless steel.
This is what you need a spatula.
Yeah, I could use a spatula, or I could try to just do it like this and not use another dish.
Because I'm just talking about for video purposes.
It's hard to get a spatula in that corner anyway. You just kind of have to get it started, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get it started, then you can use a spatula and everything.
Listen, you trying to take care of your family. I'm trying to make YouTube videos.
Exactly.
So you do you.
I'm trying to make sure. Let's see.
It's like hashtag Tim, get out the kitchen. Even though I'm recording.
Be telling you.
Oh, yeah. Get out of the way, Tim. Shut up, Tim. Let me finish your story, Tim. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Man ain't got no business not letting his wife finish her story. Or telling his wife how to serve banana bread. Clearly, y'all can see that our kids are ready for a nap. They're like out of their mind right now.
And I'm gonna serve them almost
Sweet
like a cake. Yeah, banana bread.
Exactly.
That's one.
All right, boys. You can go ahead and wash your hands now.
You gotta wash your hands.
Nobody else probably washed their hands
Nope,
either, but
I did.
that's that good bacteria.
I did.
All right, go ahead. Y'all tell me how it tastes. What does it taste like?
Sweet bananas and cake.
What you think?
Did you put whipped cream in this?
Yeah.
It tastes like whipped cream.
Good. That's a good thing. Whipped cream tastes good. Let's get a look at
Different
this.
little layers. See how the crumble drop down there.
Let me see if it jiggle. Like tap it on top of the fork a little bit. Oh yeah, there you go. Got a little jiggle in there. All right. Oh yeah, you can see the ooey gooey parts. Is that the banana or the crumble part?
I think that's the crumble that's soaked down, but I'm not sure. It might be some banana parts too.
I guess.
Milk. Are you ready?
Oh,
It's
it's
good.
still warm.
Oh, for real? After all that time? Yeah.
That's really good.
We should have said about a wood stove.
Oh yeah, this is this delicious. It's pretty good there.
No, it's not.
It looks good. Can't wait to get my piece.
Yeah, it's right over there.
I'm back, babe.
Okay, you want to give your review on the banana bread with crumble?
Oh.
What you think? Good. You can wait till you get through chewing. You don't have to talk food in your mouth.
Yeah, Tim always does.
All right, now, know what you think.
And like, taste perfect and taste like cake.
Tastes perfect and just like cake. That's what I'm talking about.
Just like you just did.
So it sounds like you got some good reviews, Mama.
Excellent.
Tyler said it tastes like whipped cream. Tim Jr. said it tastes like what did you say?
What is here?
You can't remember
It
that.
said bananas.
Bananas, yeah.
He said banana.
And Noah says it tastes perfect and it tastes just like cake.
Some good reviews.
That's right.
All right, y'all. I hope you enjoy this banana bread recipe and as much as we did. So have fun baking with Jesus and just let him, allow you to be creative when you're making this recipe. If you want to add in something different or do something different, just be led by the Spirit. Feel free to do so. Do what works for you and your family. And as always, it's I.A.G Farms.
It's all about God.
We'll see y'all on the next one.
I'm walking with the Lord. I'm walking with the Lord. I put my left foot first and my right foot follow. Left foot first and my right foot follow. Okay, I'm walking with the Lord and it ain't no looking back. I got the devil beat mad. Watch how he gon' react. But to send some guns at me. I'll send some friends from the past. Come on, Satan, really? You gotta do better than that. Cause see, I'm suited and booted, ruled, and this word is the truth. And I won't take my eyes off. You got 'em focused on you. Yeah, I'm standing on faith. I'm taming my tongue. I'm walking in the fear of you, Lord. Let your will be done. If you ain't on what I'm on, you can go walk it out. But see, I'm walking with God, and it ain't no stopping me now. Been doing wrong for too long, and I know I'm making them proud. And it won't be too long before I'm elevated to the clouds. That's why my left foot first, and my right foot follow. A soldier for the Lord, like I'm Paul the Apostle. Yeah, my left foot first, and my right